Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh! What? Thrill-seeking catastrophes, empty cab calamities, and many more trauma activations on and off the track. Today, we're diving into some of the worst injuries that theme park enthusiasts have ever endured. Let's dive right in. Okay, first off, I am not a theme park ride type of guy. I've been on roller coasters, I've done it, I usually close my eyes. When I was a kid, I had perforated eardrum, got a new eardrum. Works great, but totally still messes with my equilibrium relating to these rides, and I don't like the stomach sensation. I know some people love it. Oh my gosh. I don't see anybody going flying, which is great, but quick changes of direction. What type of injuries would you have? Most of this is going to be related to whiplash injuries related to your neck. Most common is a car accident where you get rear-ended. You can get injuries to the cervical spine during these motions. How is that even a thing? You can fracture a hip, you can fracture your pelvis, any of the vertebrae in your spine. Those seats aren't the most comfortable. They're not there to absorb shock. They're there to keep you in place. The bungee rocket ride. No, thank you. What was that? Oh, the person on the bottom's legs are dangling. It almost looks fractured and broken. What would you end up doing? Obviously, get the people out of harm's way. You would put this individual on a stretcher if they're having pain. You're going to end up giving pain medication if there's pain to this. You're also going to be getting x-rays, splinting this, and seeing if you need to involve the orthopedic surgeon or the ER doctor to reduce it, meaning put it back in the appropriate anatomic position if it's dislocated.
A thrill-seeking ride at a Florida amusement park ending in tragedy after a 14-year-old boy suffered a deadly fall Thursday at Icon Park in Orlando.
I always say if you fall greater than 3 times your own height, it's a trauma activation. Common injuries that you see from people falling. People try to land on their feet, so they're going to have fractures of their calcaneus, which is your heel. You can have a tib-fib fracture. If anybody ever complains of back pain, you have to check every single vertebrae to make sure that there is no fracture because the energy can go directly up.
As the ride plummets toward the ground, the teenager can be seen falling. According to its website, Orlando Freefall stands at 430 feet, making it the world's tallest freestanding drop tower.
If you're not falling directly on your feet and you fall elsewhere, there's no give to it at all, so just compounding directly on that area, increased risk of fracture, dislocation, as well as internal injuries of ruptured organs, bleeding inside, punctured lungs, and even just straight up cardiac arrest.
New at 11, dramatic video of a deadly amusement ride collapse in India. One police officer inspector was killed while trying to rescue people.
This is really important. One of the first things they teach you in pre-hospital healthcare, EMTs, paramedics, first responders, is your own safety first, unfortunately. You do not want to put yourself in harm's way. You have special skills and training to help other people. So if you're not around, your skill set is now gone.
The tsunami swing carrying 26 people suddenly came loose after rotating on its own axis and hitting the ground. 9 people were injured and taken to the hospital.
I'm assuming the individual that died got a crush injury. Could be one where it crushes your head, crushes your chest to where you can't breathe, causes a hemothorax or pneumothorax, severs your body in half. But there was also multiple other people that were injured. Landing on the ground, might be landing on each other, head injury, concussions, lacerations, or abrasions. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh! What?
What?
Falling backwards, bounced on probably the head, either the back or the chest, and hit hard. I'm worried about a skull fracture, intracranial bleeding, cervical spine injury. You're really worried about airway. A lot of times you'll see split open scalp, so you're seeing the skin is open. Then the skull itself, is it fractured or not? You won't be able to see that on exam unless brain matter is coming out.
June 28th, 2008 was just like any other busy Saturday at Six Flags over Georgia. Lines for all the rides were long, but the line for Batman the Ride was especially long. The group of boys attempted to get ahead of the line by jumping over some fences around the ride.
Please don't go into these areas. People climb fences, end up in bad scenarios. People walking train tracks, going over underpasses or overpasses where they shouldn't be. Areas that a person is not supposed to be, and bad things happen.
Security ran over to the boy in the ride area. By the time they got there, they saw one boy running away rapidly from the ride and another boy laying on the ground motionless as the coaster train flew by. Security secured the area and found that the guest hit by the ride was decapitated.
Oh no. What? These don't typically come to the emergency department because there's no further resuscitation that can be done. Somebody who has been decapitated is going to be instantly deceased.
The ride is an inverted coaster made by B&M. Added in 1997, in 2008 it was still one of the most popular rides in the park.
This is going to be investigated, it's a crime scene. They're not going to try to get the body to the hospital super fast. So unfortunately, even if the individual was an organ donor, it wouldn't be able to procure the organs in a timely manner.
A mechanical issue is believed to have automatically sent out an empty carriage around 2 p.m. Shortly after, 16 people got aboard another carriage that deployed after the empty cab. The mechanical error automatically triggered a failsafe stop, which enabled the empty carriage to stop along the bottom of a loop.
Whoa, it seems very high and scary. I wonder if they should have different safety devices for these roller coasters. Airbags that shoot out if the forces are not calculated correctly, or just like NASCAR or F1 racers that have specific type of neck protection around them, so in case they do have a head injury or whiplash injury that they're protected.
As the 16-passenger carriage dove into the same loop, it collided and crashed into the empty cab up to 50 miles per hour.
This is similar to like rear-ending somebody. You see every single person go forward. So what injuries are you seeing when that happens? Potential bruising and pain to this area. Dislocated shoulder, you can crack your ribs, may hurt your sternum. No specific head injury, but you are sloshing your brain back and forth. So you might be hitting your brain on the inside of your skull. Oh. Oh! Pops up over the rail. Hopefully no injury of the head, but can cause more lordosis or hyperextension of the lumbar spine. Feet sliding on the ground, which increase the risk of the concrete like burn of skin. Sliding on concrete's going to take skin away. You're gonna have really bad road rash basically. Staying calm under pressure can genuinely make a huge difference. That's one of the reasons I created Chillax by my company Life Happens, designed to help support relaxation and keep racing thoughts from taking over. Check out Chillax at lifehappens.com or on Amazon. Surprisingly that it got up like that, which could happen. You're still landing on a hard surface as you're cruising down, so you're still going to have some discomfort. You may have some ecchymosis or bruising, but the likelihood of a fracture in an otherwise healthy individual is probably pretty low, but you still need to check it out. If you enjoyed this and you want to do more theme parks, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to check out this playlist right here, binge watch everything. Please subscribe, it helps the channel grow. Turn on your bell notifications and hit your like button for me. Thank you so much for watching and stay healthy, my friends.